Hello, buddies. Today is December 22. This is Henry Intelligent Block Machine Manufacturer. Today, I would like to make a description of this particular QTG 40-1 semi-automatic block machine. You know why we call it semi-automatic block machine? Because this block machine will come with the conveyor belt. And the conveyor belt will be connected with the concrete mixer by this. And this yellow part is called a material hopper. Will be storing the concrete material in advance. So the material will be dropped down from the hopper into the mold box. And compared with our manual block machine QTG 4-40, the difference of this particular one, you can see now, there's a material hopper on the top of the block machine, can hold the concrete material in advance. And also, we design this gearbox at the left side of the block machine, so that we can design this hopper insert directly into the mold box. And the yellow parts is the mold, is the blocks mold. It's blocks mold. And also for the limited bar, there's also a difference. Here, 把那个降下来，稍微降下来。And here, okay, and you can see these parts. I want to give you the the detail. We fix this bearing onto this part, so the bearing will be reduce the pressure between these parts and the iron, so it can save the lifetimes. This one is a good advantage compared with, but other supplier, I don't think they have this one. These parts. You know what's the function of this? Because normally with the block machine, you will also produce hollow blocks. Normally the hollow blocks is the height is 200 millimeter, but the pivot is only 60 millimeter. So the different distance between the hollow blocks and pivots is about 140 millimeter. So you have to adjust these parts to adjust these parts, because the times you want to produce the hollow blocks, if you plan to produce the hollow blocks, you have to lift up this iron parts, because now you can see there's two iron plates will be attached together. So you have to lift up these plates from the bottom to up, so that the hollow block mold is very high, so it can be lift up at the top. So what you will do is you will release this screw and to lift up this iron, go up, and you will remove this screw, and from these two to the down side, to the down tooth, so and to fix from here, and to tie it. After you adjust and you think the location is correct, you will tie it. And also we do the mark here, you see this one. So I use a knife to cut down this hook, this space, so that you will not recognize these parts will be at the same line. So these parts you remember at the same line, so that it's for you to produce the hollow blocks. And also next time if you would like to produce the pivots, because the pivots mold is very short, so you have to drop down these parts. drop down this iron part to be the bottom location. So I also use a knife to cut down this location. So you have to remember this knife will be moved down, and to be the same level with this parts. So it's the correct location for you to produce, for you to exchange the pivot mode. So I do the mark, right? And the processing for this block machine, I will to let you know. You see, I'll use the pellets. I will put the pellets. That's right. Put the pellets, and here there's a hook. There's 1, 2 hook to stop the pellets and to prevent the pellets, you know, shake to be the two sides. So you will touch here, will be touched this hook, okay? And now the 6 tips for you to drop down the mold. Okay, where you think that means there will be a space. There will be space here between the iron and the screw. That means the tension. This spring will be get pressure tension. I will show you. 你帮我摆动这个哈，看好这个 tension， 这个啊。Okay, now the tension is the spring. The spring now is the original location. And after I drop down, you have to drop down the mold to be down about 5 millimeter. You drop down this mold box 5 millimeter down so that you can feel the spring get a little pressure. So you can see now the space is about 5 millimeter is enough. 5 millimeter is enough. So that after a while the mold box get a vibration, it will be get enough vibration force to form the blocks. These are good tips for you to remember. Okay. And the second one, you have to pull. You have to push. See, you have to push the mold over there, right? And then you are feeding okay, here, feeding by this. So the material. So the material will be dropped down from the hopper inside the mold box. After you spreading and feeding the material, just like the video I showed you, it's the processing and pull back the mold. Pull back the mold. Yeah, pull back the mold. And you see, you have to use the power. Use the power to knock, to let these parts. 能看到吗？ That's the iron. This part to knock this part. You have to, give it a power forcefully, quickly. You will pull this mold back to the mold box quickly, so that this iron will be knock these parts. So knock these parts. So you can see, these parts, if you do that like this, so this hook will be released. This hook will be released. This hook will be released out. After this hook release out, so the top mold, this top mold will be dropped down directly from together with the mold box, drop down inside the mold box. So after you have a vibration, and here I would like to teach you how to exchange the mold and how to fix the mold. Sometimes the mold box, the top mold cannot be easy to sink inside the mold box. But when you came across such issues, how can you fix the top mode and let the top mode sink inside the mode box very well? So after you because now you see this mode is 8 inches blocks mode. Maybe next time you plan to produce the 6 inches mode, you have to remove this part out and put the 6 inches mode on. And firstly, you have to remember to tighten this 1, 2, 3, 4, the 4 screws. Firstly, to fix it very well. To tighten, use the wrench. Use this kind of wrench. Use this kind of wrench to tighten. Firstly, okay. After the mold box is fixed well and you tighten the screw very well, tightly, no problem. Okay, now you will fix the top mold with also there are 3 screws there. But first of all, remember, don't need to tighten the screw very well. No, just keep the screw a little loose. You know why? Because after you fix the screw here and you drop down the mold box, right? So after you see the mold is at on the above on the mold box, you will vibration. Use this vibration. This one for the reducer, this one for the top vibration, and this one for the bottom vibration. Remember, use the top vibrator, the switch, to let the top vibrator working only. Okay, to let the top vibrator working only. So if the vibrator working, so it will be give the vibration force to let the mold box shake. So the mold will be dropped inside the mold box. After you checking this top mold sinking inside the mold box very well, that means in the correct location, and then you will fix. And you will then, at last you will use the wrench to tighten 1, 2, 3, 4, the 4 screw to tighten very well. So I think that one is a very key points for you to remember. These are the tips for you to understand how to fix the mold in the direct location. Because sometimes if some customer complain, why the top mold cannot be stuck inside the mold box very well, and the time they would like to exchange the mold, but after they fix the mold, they don't know how to fix the mold, the top mold inside the mold box very well. So that's the tips for you to understand. Then it will be easy for you to fix the mold very well. Okay. But it's because we just finished testing of this particular block machine, QT40-1. The model's name is QT40-1, concrete block machine. And the number is 666. We are going to exporting to South America. And today we test, there are different modes. See now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 4 different hollow blocks and 1 pivot. I want to introduce especially for you about these blocks. These blocks, these blocks is very special size. It's because this one is very big. It's very big size. Because the width is is 300. It's 300 millimeter. See, 300. It's very big. It's about 12 inches for the width. So that's why it can only mold 2 pieces of the blocks on 1 pellets. But it's very nice. You can see now. I don't know why they use this so big size of the hollow blocks for building. Maybe their house wall required the hollow blocks to be very big. And like this one is 8 inches. This one is 8 inches. This one is 8 inches. So it's 200 millimeter. And also, with the requirements for our customer, we design this crack between the 4 blocks. The function of this crack is for you to easy to be device, to separate these 4 blocks to be two pieces of 2 half blocks, while you will use the half blocks for the wall building at the corner side. And also for the 6 inches, this one is 6 inches blocks. We also design one, that half, crack between in the middle size of the 4 blocks for you to easy to separate. Yeah. And this one is the 4 inches. This one is 4 inches. Yeah, this one 4 inches. It's only 100 millimeter for the width. It can be molded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces of blocks at one time. And also we design the crack in the middle. Yeah. And this one is the pivot. You can see now we produce. I can design. Oh, sorry. No. I can stand up. I can stand up on the pivots to give the pressure, give it a little tester, to test the PSI, to test the compressor, the pressure and the PSI of the pivots. But it's very strong. It's very strong. You see?